What's going on, guys? Arion here. Today I'm going to show you guys how I edit videos on CapCut. These are going to be reels with talking agents, so I'm going to show you the behind the scenes on how these work, and also how to download them without having to pay for CapCut Pro, although we will be using some CapCut Pro features. You'll be able to edit in a very efficient manner that you can repeat over and over and over again. And let's get right into it. So today I have a video of a talking person. He's at a construction job site, and what I did was basically all I did was imported all the video files into my CapCut file, into my CapCut project, so I can have something to work with and I can see all my videos. I just put all the videos of the person speaking because that's the main beef of the video. So what the first thing I'm going to do is, before even watching these videos, I can already know just by looking at my timeline. At the green bar down below, you'll see these kind of volume notes that are going up and down, up and down. These are basically telling us when they're speaking or when there's any sound in the video. So what I'm going to do, because nowadays it's really important to have kind of engaging, fast content, I'm just going to go ahead and start cutting the pieces where there's no sound, because obviously we don't want to have like an awkward, weird video. And to do that, you can to do that on your keyboard, you can press Control B to cut it, and then you can click on the video and then delete it. The other way you can do it is when you're on the video, you can click on it and then drag throughout. Another method to do it is to also click on this button up here where it says split, and you can cut it that way as well, just like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete all the pieces where he's having no sound, so it's not an awkward video. The next thing that we're going to do is, since the talking agent was on his phone talking through the script, what we're going to do is fill in those places with a lot of nice B-roll footage. And that's the extra footage that we filmed that you can see above here in our timeline. So I'm just going to go in here and start adding clips so that it looks like really, really nice. The next thing I'm going to do is add my music file, which is an MP3. Also reduce the volume of the music file so it's not too loud, so I can always hear the talking agent. Okay, sweet. Now get into my captions. To do the captions, all you want to do is click on captions at the top. What you want to first do is make sure that your files are in a compounded clip. This is going to make sure that your captions are all seamless. And then you can go into templates, classic, new, or whatever. I like to go for something more simple. And I will then click generate captions. It's going to automatically do it. And then once it populates, I'm going to go ahead and look into each sentence and then adjust as necessary. So the first thing I'm going to do is just reduce the size of it a little bit, as well as move it up. Social media, you don't want your captions too low. You want it kind of near the person's face. And then as you can see, the first letter is not capitalized. So we're just going to go ahead and fix that really quickly. So now that the captions are in, we're just going to put the music file back into the place, and we're just going to play
If
it
this
and check
stage
it
is
out.
done right, everything else falls into the place. This is where the vision starts to feel real. Not finished yet, but you can see it. The space is already changing. Openings are bigger, layout flows better, light moves differently through the home, and none of them is random. Everything was designed around how the homeowner wants to live. That's the difference when everything is planned before the build starts. If you want a home that fits your lifestyle, contact Builderwell today.
Yeah. Once everything looks good for you, you want to hover over everything and create compound clip. And this is how to get the free video without having CapCut Pro. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the file. Once it's compounded, click on video on the top right, and then go down to click on motion blur. Turn blur all the way down to 0. It's going to start processing, and once this hits 100%, that's how you know that the file is ready. Okay, now that motion blur has applied, I'm going to go to the menu, go back to home page, click on the top settings, and then click on the file icon. I'm going to click here and click copy, Control C, and then now I'm going to click Windows R. I'm gonna paste that link in and click OK. And then down all the way at the bottom, you'll find 0511. Click Resources, Video ALG, and then this is the video. So what I'm gonna do now is transfer this over to a Google Drive. It is uploading now. This video file is now, and that's it. That is how you edit a video really simply within, that is how you edit a video really simply within 10 to 15 minutes each. It's really not that hard once you understand the process of it. And now you know how to download videos for free on CapCut using pro features. If you have any questions about this, feel free to let me know. I'm available to help with any tips or tricks. Thank you for watching. What's going on, guys? Arion here. Today I'm